Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again here in Bristol Airport as created for SimAirport. And we are starting at one of the little changes I've made since you were last with me. I've moved on in fact a couple of days now and done some minor, I'm going to call it minor tinkering around compared to the things I plan to do today. One of which was, I think I mentioned in the last episode about Ryanair, perhaps dedicating a gate to them, as I have done already for EasyJet, and the fact that we didn't have any Ryanair-specific ticket desks and stuff. We had their sign, which you can see here, and there's already one, on our wall of airlines. Up the back there, yes, was that dramatic enough? I've no idea. But yeah, the wonderful Mod Air then went ahead and created a small little set for Ryanair, which includes, if I can call it up, I can show you the whole thing here. Ryanair. So we have a boarding desk for Ryanair. We have this new sign, I think that is brand new. We have the double ticket desk, which is that, which I've put in that orientation so you can't actually see it, but yeah, it is a Ryanair desk, as you can see. I think the Ryanair sign already existed, I'm not sure about that. We have got their funky yellow self-service kiosks, because basically Ryanair is the airline that does nothing for you apart from take money and get you somewhere else. So they don't like you sort of going to desks with people on and so on. But yeah, so we've got those and a new yellow sign. What we discovered, I was chatting with Mod Air online, this is through the Discord server. If you're not a member of the SimAirport Discord server, then I do recommend joining that, particularly if you're interested in getting mods into your game and getting direct help from lots of people who are very familiar with the game, and indeed the developers. Joshua, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is a regular participant there, so if you want to sort of engage directly, you can do it that way through the Discord server. They do obviously engage with the forums as well, but it's a nice, it's a different feel to the space, I think. Yeah, so he's created those. Yeah, one thing I was saying in the conversation with Mod Air about the Ryanair desks and so on is that they seem to have different colour scheme, different logos, and different layout for almost every airport they work in. I mean, to be honest, the airport does probably provide the desks and the basic infrastructure and so on. So all Ryanair do is stick their branding, their colours on it. So you would expect things like ticket desks to be different for different airports, but it just made choosing the colour scheme to use that little bit more awkward. But we've picked blue, so there you are. Something else I've done while you were away, I noticed when I was doing all this building down here, creating this new large remote gate, was my delivery truck getting all those materials was often getting stuck behind the garbage truck because they were coming off the same road. So I've created this other little stretch of road specifically for delivery trucks. So if I'm getting deliveries at about the same time the garbage van arrives, they don't get stuck behind each other. And you can get a lot of traffic. There's not much at the moment, but honestly there's a lot of traffic. The other thing I've done, as you'll have seen, I've completed the flooring and the laying out of this new gate down here, this walk to remote gate C1, which is taking most of the flights we had from gate S1 here. I think it was from there that we moved them. That's looking nice, and I'm using this bright blue colour scheme, another modded bench to distinguish it from the other corridor here. I've also moved this remote gate here out a bit to give myself more space here for the flights going up to the remote area here, because this area is going to change, and that's what we're going to do today. Right, now what I've done, before we do that though, where have we got to on our profits and stuff? It's only 9:30 and we're already 124,000 in profit. But even more lovely, and I do like seeing this, the last couple of days we did manage to achieve perfect operations. Yeah, I think that blip we had here was the fact that up here in security I had been playing around with these body scanners and they are slow. I think you only put them in if an airline demands that you have some installed, and obviously none have done that yet because we've not been negotiating with them. So I've replaced all of them apart from a couple. And I put the traditional metal detector in. I thought I'd replace this one actually. I'll replace you as well, because I don't like you being there as a slow one. And this bag scanner is linked to these two body scanners, so it just gets them through that much more quickly. And that works reasonably well, which obviously is proof for the pudding. We've got those perfect ops. Right, so the plan for today, we need to put another large gate down here, because the plan is to put an extra large gate up here. So it's going to be sort of separated out from the other area, the other gates we've got here. And also I want to rationalise the gate numbers, because at the moment I've got remote gates here B. No, sorry, these two up here are going to these large gates up here. They're B gates, whereas these gates here all go to the small gates, the A's. And I just want to rationalise that, as we said before. So this will cost me nearly 700 grand. It's going to cost me a lot more than that. So I think I really am going to take out another loan. So let's do that. Why do I click on that when I want to go here? Struth, man. You should know the game by now. Right, my credit report is quite good. I think I've been repaying loan. That's always good. As you can see here, I've got good. So how much loan do I want? If I take out enough to pay for that land expansion, that should be about right. That will give me a loan of 1.3, which is less than I've been paying for the first loan. That's good. I'm okay with that. Splendid. Right, so let's purchase that land parcel. So we have that purchased now, and we have lots of fence here to get rid of. So let me just organise the dismantling of that fence. Let's get rid of you. And yeah, that's fine, I think. Let's scroll across here. There you go, and delete that. Yeah, we are still protected. We've still got the fence along the road there, so people can't get behind the airport building. That's fine. Yep, we're good with that. I've rearranged the flights since you were last with me, just to make it easier for me to get rid of these gates. This is the standby gate at the moment, and they'll probably remain as the standby gate. We will see. And I may well leave this gate here as a remote gate as well as a B gate. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting. Oh, curious. So you're the Blue Islands. So you've come. Where have you come from then? Oh, you came from all the way down there, and you had to travel all the way up there, and then wait for the other airplane. Ah, interesting. I wonder if I'd put a little bit of taxiway sort of here, it might have parked itself up there rather than here amongst the gates. Ah, interesting. I've not seen them do that before. I knew they waited, but I'd not seen it sort of just take a sort of disappear into a corner quietly while the bigger aircraft took off. So yeah, that's the new Blue Island line, which we added in the last episode, a new mod for a Channel Islands airline. Yeah, so what was I saying? So I've rearranged my flights so that these two gates here, X1 and S1, I've renamed them to remind myself that I want to get rid of them, that they are to go. So looking at the flights here, yeah, they're completely empty. The S1 is still standby. We'll need that for the time being, because we have got a fairly full, not overly full, but fairly full list of flights. Right, so let's get rid of gate 1. I'm going to get rid of it first, because hopefully the guys will take all the materials from that gate, and I can then reuse them, and it won't cost me so much to build the new gate down here. Right, just check how our flight's doing. Oh, yesterday's flights, which I was quite impressed we got through yesterday without any problems. We did have, look at this, quite a few big flights. 165, 159, 103, 112, 134, 190, 150, 152, 132, 172, well into the end of the day. So the system appears to be coping quite well, which I'm very happy about. The question, of course, is can I keep it operating as I expand? Alright, so we're going to want some taxiway down here. Okay, and if I put in a large gate, a large remote gate, that fits in there quite nicely. Well, that's cool. Yep, that's excellent. That'll fit very. In fact, we could probably get. We might be. I'm not sure. I don't think we can get 2 in there, so I'll probably need to. And that cost me even more. I don't believe that is any bigger a slice of land than it was before, but it's costing. Obviously, they don't like you spending too much money or expanding too much. Right, so let's get this gate in here then. So if I build that gate, it's a large remote gate. Yeah, I've got 5 in. Yeah, you see, I've got some in stock, so it's costing me 17 grand as opposed to 34. I'm very happy about that. Okay, do I actually want them next to each other, or do I want to spread them out a bit? They'll probably work okay, I think. That is quite a gap, isn't it? No, I think we'll run them together. We'll cope with them like that. That's fine. Okay. And taxiway. There we go. And we need 2 of you. And we'll need to build the foundations. Which are down here now. Foundations. There you go. And we'll build you out to there. Okay. Right, so I will run this forward, and I will see you again once the chaps have done their building. So the guys have spent most of the day, in fact, now building this large extra gate and this foundation. It's going to be another walk-to gate, as I think all these down here will be. So there's a bit of sidewalk as well, so passengers can walk across. Putting the floor in now. For some reason they haven't built these yet, but I thought I'd put in. Hang on, can I make these urgent? Oh, hang on. Why are there 2 there? If I don't understand. What's going on here? Oh, it said construction sign 2, not times 2. The man's a blithering idiot. That's what he. Maybe he's not. It says. Oh, 2 objects. Why are there 2 objects there? Oh, interesting. I don't know. If I cancel that project as well. And then sell you. Let's. I don't think I've used these actually before on the airport. But I thought for an extra little touch of realism, I'd put some signs in, so passengers would know why there's so many workmen wandering around this end of the airport. So what do we have? We had construction sign 6. Excuse our appearance. That's fair enough. So we'll put you in there. And I'll make you urgent. Make you urgent. There you go. And put the other one in there. Which was that sign number 2? What's that one say? No smoking, not no smoking. Probably that one. Do not enter. That will do. Yeah, we'll put you there. You can't spin these round because otherwise, well, you wouldn't see what the message was, would you? So that's fine. Okay, and we will again make you urgent. I always have trouble clicking on these priority settings. There you go. Right, that's done. With any luck, they'll actually put those warning signs up before they actually complete the rest of this work. There's a fair more to do, to be honest. I've got to put some seating in and so on. Okay, now I do know the runway is 76% condition, so that will need maintenance tonight. I'm just wondering, I can do actually, which I've been planning to do for a while, is research the maintenance, which means I can set the maintenance priorities and sort of percentage at which they need maintaining for different objects around the airport. I think that will be handy, but obviously too late to cater for this runway. How are we doing? We're at the end of the day again now. Looks like we've been doing quite well. one last flight, the EasyJet at A3. There you go. And you're 100% boarded. Hopefully another perfect operations day. That will be splendid. Right, so they've got the flooring done. So let's start assigning this gate. So I put it on the remote B stands schedule so that passengers will get, is it 20 minutes warning? Can I remember where to check that? Gate control, there it was. B stands, details. Yeah, closure time 20 minutes before before the plane leaves. That's right, before departure time, to make sure everyone gets there in time. The trouble is, I think we played with this before. I'm not sure if that doesn't seem to change anything. Oh, it says it. Okay, so if I come out there and go back in and go to gate control, apply the changes. Oh, it does update it. There's obviously some little issue with the refreshing of that dialog box. Okay, so you're going to be assigned to that desk, and we do need to worry about baggage handling, but I'll do that slightly separately to this. So we'll put you up here again, because that's where all these B gates were getting the large remote gates were getting their baggage from before. So we do need to check that out later. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so we'll put in a bit of queuage. I think we'll stick with just the one boarding desk here for these large gates. We'll probably need more when we come to the extra large gates. I don't know how long this needs to be. Something like that. That looks longer than the other one, but I don't appear to have a system, so that's fine. Okay, and we'll put some benches down here. So let's go into clone mode. Let's get the game running while we're waiting. So we'll clone you, and we'll put you here and here and down there. Could do with some windows. Put some windows around the door. Perhaps a couple there and a couple there. Oh, we've run onto the tomorrow. Right, let's pause that for a second. That looks okay. I think we can open this up to passengers, can we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's dismantle this wall. And that gate. Okay, and we'll need... Oh, there's a gate agent desk there already. Okay, I do need to schedule you then. Right, early, no. Oh, of course it is early. Don't want anyone there. Daytime you'll be manned. Evening you'll be manned. EAM, probably. Yeah, I think we do have them all scheduled to attend then, which does mean I need another member of staff, I think. Oh, I need to get out of this for the game to run. Surely I need another member of staff. Really? Oh, that's right, because I got rid of a desk up here. Did I? I did get rid of a desk. I got rid of a desk up here, didn't I? I thought. Oh, it was yes, it was the desk here. That's right, I did get rid of one. That's right, so we've got exactly the right number of staff. We don't actually want doors here, do we? So if I dismantle you, which will possibly break... No, it shouldn't break security. But we want to put wall in there. I can't do that until they've dismantled it. And let's put some flooring in. Oh, they're slow when you want them to hurry up. Why has he stood there waiting? Dismantle it. Take it apart. He's obviously got things to do. Okay, how did we do yesterday anyway? While we're waiting for them to do their stuff. We lost 110 grand, which isn't too bad, seeing as we took out a loan of... Well, we took out a loan of 700 to buy some property of 676. That's fine. Perfect ops. We made it. 13,000. That's very nice to have. What else do we want down here? Information display. We do want one of our gate signs here, don't we? One of these. We should have the one spare that I took away from the other gate. And we'll put you there. I think, do we put you... Oh, I put them in the wall, don't I? So let's maintain that process. There you go. And we'll put you into the wall there. What else do we want? We could probably do with more information, couldn't we? Information. We'll put in just one of those. You'll do, I think, down there. Yep. How are we doing for... Oh, we could do with some more plants. These seem to work quite nicely. Oh, that's a lovely amount of loveliness. There you go, and perhaps some bins as well. Don't need you anymore. We're still using our grey bins, aren't we, down here? There you go. Oh, I did actually also, while you were away, I did rejig the janitorial route, the janitor patrol for the arrival corridor. So it took in this new extension. I'm going to have to do that again for this one. I think just move it down. I think just one more tile will do there. I'll do that a bit later. Let's get on with building. That's what we're interested in today. Okay, so what we want to do is move all the flights that were going to B1 down to C2. Where are we? There you go. So you start at, what's your starting time? 6:20. Put you in there. And the Rigney? Really? What sort of plane are you? Oh, you're a 195, but you are, yes, you are a small plane, but you are quite large in size, as it were, if you see what I mean. 1210, 2E flight, 220, that's fine. And finally, Wizz Air. Yeah, I will be putting more exclusive stands, more airlines having their own exclusive stands, I think, as part of the next development for the airline, for the airport rather. So that's fine. Good. Good. Oh, it's looking a very murky day, doesn't it? The weather effects really do. What is the weather like, in fact? The green is the wind. Precipitation. Yeah, it's right up there. But our airport can cope with it. That's fine. That's all organised, isn't it? I want to put you on some of the other signs as well, don't I? So you need to be assigned to that as well. You do all the gates automatically because you're a general schedule sign. The one in the flight crew lounge needs to be assigned to you as well. And which one of these you're doing? The C bay? I was going to say C bays, but no, you're a C gate, so you'll come down here as well. Splendid. Right, I think that all the ones I need to worry about? Or is there another one that has all the... Ah, you're the ticketing area. That's because you're the EasyJet. Let's not pick that one. Let's pick this gate instead. Right, so you're linked to there. Ah, yes, there is a... This sign here, I think, goes to everyone, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's a general purpose sign. So, of course, the simplest thing for this one might be to take that out and just put in the big display. You know, I think I'll do that actually. We might put you somewhere else, so we'll dismantle you. And what we'll also do is put in our new large gate. Not large gate, it's not a large gate at all. It is an extra large remote gate. Could go there. I'll need to delete the road first, but actually I think I'd rather you were there. How much are you going to cost me? A mere 48 grand. That's okay. I think we can afford that. We're already making money. It's not even midday yet, so that's fine. Right, so this remote gate goes to the standby. We might leave that one there. This one goes there. Now, what I was actually thinking was that this gate here, this remote desk here, might go to the extra large gate up here. I think that might make sense. I think, possibly. We shall see. We shall see, because all the flights from this gate here are going to end up down here. So that will what makes sense, I think. And our large gate is ready. We'll set you to our remote C stands default. We might need to make that even longer. We might need to give them, say, half an hour before closing the gate. We shall see. Right, and we'll put a fuel line. Yeah. Where would the fuel port go? I'm thinking of over here. I tend to put them on in this hashed area. The fuel ports. No, it's not there. It's an upgrade, isn't it? There you go. Fuel port. But oh, that's where the passengers come in, is it? Yeah. So that would go. Yeah, I'm thinking putting it down here. It's just somewhere to put it. Again, if you're more familiar with these things, if you actually know what these markings mean and where objects like the fuel port should go, then please do let me know. Just drop a note into the comments box below. It'd be lovely to be informed so I can be accurate in my description of what the heck it is I'm doing. Which will make a nice change, won't it? Right, we need you still for that gate. That's fine. So that will change over tomorrow. We won't put any flights in just yet, but the extra large gate means that we can put some real big planes in. There are only a couple of airlines that use Bristol Airport that use these particularly large craft, but we can do that. That does make sense. It is legitimate within the conceit of this Let's Play, of being accurate to Bristol Airport. There you go. Right, so what I'll do is I will again just fast forward this a bit, and then we will do some more scheduling and see about putting our flights around. See if we can line them up. More airline specificity. Yeah, that was a word I wasn't really planning to use today, but I have, so there you are. Oh, I was going to put in some vending machines down here as well. Right, I'll do that, and I'll see you again at the end of the day, and we'll start scheduling for tomorrow. Oh, and just interrupting the wait for the day to end, I just noticed the standby gate suddenly in use by EasyJet, which struck me as slightly odd. I thought, hang on, EasyJet have got their own gate, so what's the problem there? It seems that flights like to arrive early, what am I looking at here? I'm looking at this one here. So actually, if I can, I think I can EasyJet. There we go. Yeah, so looking at this, the previous flight, here we are, left at 7:50. Sorry, he left at 7:38, although he was scheduled for 7:50. The next flight in, which was due at 8:10, actually arrived at 7:37. A bit previous, if you ask me. That is over half an hour early. So yeah, so even though he was early, and the previous flight left early as well, he's had to go to the standby gate, which is fine. So which is good, because the system is working, which is what that is there for. So that is nice to see. But anyway, yes, we need to roll on for another hour or so until all the flights have gone. Then I can have a look at scheduling and be prepared for the next episode of SimAirport. Okay, I'll be back with you after this quick and sexy, maybe, I don't know, is it sexy? Video effect. Okay, so today's flights have all gone and it's looking quite good. It's looking like we might get another perfect ops bonus, which is always very handy. Though so far today we have earned 69,000. That doesn't sound like a lot, but I think considering how much we've spent in terms of extra materials and stuff, then I'm happy with that. As I say, a positive profit figure is always a good thing to see. Just looking at that taxiway there, what if it could go on a bit further? We'll leave that anyway. Right, so our current schedule, is that E? No, that's E. Let's press I. There we go. We now have a new extra large gate, which I am thinking I'm going to use basically for TUI. We're not going to put too many extra large flights in, certainly not immediately until I discover how badly it upsets the balance of the airport. I'd like to say, as I said earlier, I'd like to give a couple more gates sort of exclusively to certain airlines. The extra large I don't think will be, it might be exclusively TUI. Well, it will be sort of de facto for the time being, but I'm thinking Wizz Air. We do a lot of Wizz Air flights. If we look at our list here, Wizz Air, 6 flights, nearly as many as EasyJet, TUI, 5 flights. Yeah, so they're big users of the airport. Ryanair less so. I think we could possibly fit in a couple more Ryanairs. They, I think, like EasyJet, only use small or relatively small aircraft. No, EasyJet do use some large. So we could move them to a large gate, perhaps, if we want to increase their number of flights. But I'm happy with them so far. Right, so let's see. Let's put TUI. There you are. You are 12 o'clock. And we'll put you onto the large gate. There you go. And we'll put TUI there. You're 7:40. Onto the large gate at 7:40. We've got you down there. Actually, we've got you on C2 as well. Actually, we could use C2 for Wizz Air, couldn't we? Yeah, let's put... the thing is, if I put all these TUIs up there, then there's a chance... actually, what time is that TUI? Wasn't paying attention to what time it normally comes in. So that's an early TUI. Let's just check this. Early TUI... arrival at 6:20. Would that be you? 6:20? Yeah, that's fine. Good. No, because we want a big flight on here, and big flights, I dare say, will take longer to board, to turn around. Okay, so what big flights... before I do that, though, we need to disconnect that remote gate, B1, from... where's assign to? That's it. So we're going to unassign you from there and from there, and indeed from there. Okay, because I want the big gate up here to be assigned to that baggage depot, that remote, and that boarding desk. What about this first class boarding desk? Unassigned from there and assigned to there. Right, okay, so you aren't assigned to any desks there. You're assigned to a couple of signs, but we'll take care of that in a moment. You are assigned there and there. That's good. We've got the fuel port in. That's fine. There's the fuel ports up there, isn't it? There it is. See? Connected, probably. And we need to assign you to some signs. Okay, let's close you. And this sign here is now assigned not to there, but to there. Okay. And upstairs, the B sign here. We'll leave it as I will unassign it to that. Yeah, because we're not using that gate for the time being. If it comes back into use, and it probably will, we'll reassign it later. Assign up there. Okay. And oh, you. Yeah, unassign that and assign there. I think that's it. You're assigned. Okay. That's the gates. I think all the flight information signs are are configured okay. So that one should work. What have I got? Close that. There you go. Okay, so again, I'm still slightly irrational here, aren't I? I've got A gates here. The C gates are both down here, and up the top here is the B gate. But as long as they're together, actually, as long as they're together up here, that kind of makes sense. But I've still got this gate here. Actually, what I'm thinking I might do, I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking I'm going to do. We'll leave that as a surprise for a future episode. Right, so we do need a big flight from TUI, who I've decided to go with for the big flight. So what have we got? They will give me a couple of early morning ones, an afternoon flight. Early morning probably works, might work better. The evening, actually, evening might work as well. Do we have anything in the evening? We do. They're all 787s, which carry a maximum of 300 passengers. This is going to be a test for us, I think. Okay, so do we want PM? We've got one in there already. Oh, we haven't got a TUI in the early morning, have we? So that's what we will, although the early morning is quite busy. Let's try it. Let's try it. What can possibly go wrong? So we're going to take that one there, and we will slip you into here. And how long do you want to turn around? What about you? You're 2 hours 20 for 250. So I think at least 2 hours and 2.5 hours. 240. Let's see how that works. We probably don't need that much, but let's try it. Okay, so there we are. We have 2 new gates. Starting to rationalise our airport terminal building here, and access to the gates, our arrival corridor, as I've taken to calling it. Down here we are starting to rationalise our gate access, and we're starting to create enough space to give more airlines exclusive access. So what you'll need to do, of course, is to join me in the next episode to see if my current setup will work with this brand new expansion. A big aircraft, a properly big aircraft arriving in the airport tomorrow morning. You won't have to wait long. Well, not once the next episode starts. It will arrive fairly early after that episode starts. But yeah, so actually if we wait until tomorrow morning, it might tell us how many people to expect. Let's do that, shall we? We're turning over to the morrow. There we go. So a quick look at our figures for yesterday. A profit of 32.5 grand. I'm happy with that. As you can see with our cash flow. Yeah, apart from when we did all that big building. Yeah, we've been basically profitable. Our perfect ops. We achieved it. 19 grand. So how much will that be tomorrow when we've got another flight to cater for? Okay, so what's the anticipation for not that one, this one, for tomorrow's flights? So we have coming in, it's only 184, so it's not our biggest ever flight yet. Okay, but that's going to be interesting. That's quite nice actually. Well, it is quite a test. 173, 140, 184, all within the space of an hour or so. I hope my airport can cope. I'm sure it can, but you're going to have to wait for another few days to find that out. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of SimAirport. If you have, it'll be great to hear from you. Just drop us a like, that would be lovely. Click on the old thumbs up button. Or even better, if you've got any thoughts, hints, tips, recommendations, suggestions, or criticisms of what we're doing in the game, then please do let me know. Drop a note into the comments box below. It's always good to hear from you, whatever you've got to say. And if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, you know. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these, or indeed any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, until the next time, bye-bye for now.